AI is supposed to be the biggest technological shift of our lifetime. Companies are spending hundreds of billions, stock prices are exploding, and every CEO sounds absolutely certain this will change everything. So here's the uncomfortable question right at the start. If AI is already everywhere, why is almost nobody actually making money with it? That's why people are starting to use a word nobody in tech likes hearing: bubble. Artificial intelligence itself isn't complicated. At its core, AI is software designed to predict, generate, and process information in a way that looks intelligent. It writes text, creates images, summarizes documents, answers questions, and sometimes confidently lies while doing it. The goal is simple: replace or speed up mental work the same way machines once replaced physical labor. And for certain tasks, AI genuinely works really well. That's exactly why it spread so fast. But what we're experiencing right now isn't just adoption, it's a spending boom. And history tells us that's usually where problems begin. A bubble doesn't mean the technology is fake. It means expectations grow much faster than reality. Money pours in, valuations explode, and everyone feels smart, until suddenly the math stops working. We've seen this with dot-com companies, housing, and crypto. Same pattern, new buzzwords. AI isn't useless. The issue is that we're pricing it like it already solved problems it hasn't even touched yet. And if that sounds familiar, it should, because bubbles never feel like bubbles while they're inflating. Why AI feels so convincing? AI demos are dangerously good. You type a sentence, it responds instantly, and it sounds confident, helpful, sometimes even wise. That's what makes this moment feel different. But modern AI doesn't understand anything. It predicts what comes next based on patterns in data. Think of it less like a thinking brain and more like autocomplete on steroids. That's incredible for writing emails, summarizing documents, translating languages, or helping with code. But once tasks get long, messy, or ambiguous, things start falling apart, which is unfortunate because that's what real work usually looks like. Here's the key problem. Demos show perfection. Reality delivers problems. Spending hasn't slowed down. It's accelerating. In just 1 year, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, and Meta spent hundreds of billions of dollars on AI infrastructure. Not on shiny features, on physical stuff, data centers, chips, cooling systems, power contracts, entire buildings full of computer chips running hot enough to make your electricity bill nervous. NVIDIA became one of the most valuable companies on Earth by selling the hardware everyone else needs to follow the AI dream. Here's the part that should make you pause. Most of this spending is happening before AI has proven it can reliably generate profits at scale. That's not illegal. It's just historically risky. And once that kind of money is committed, nobody wants to admit they might be wrong. If you want to know whether something is a bubble, don't look at headlines. Look at return on investment. According to multiple independent studies, around 90 to 95% of generative AI projects inside companies fail to deliver meaningful returns. Not slightly disappointing, zero. The demos impress executives, pilots get approved, then AI hits real workflows. Outputs need constant correction, systems hallucinate, integrations fail, legal teams panic, privacy concerns slow everything down. So companies quietly scale back usage while publicly announcing even more AI initiatives. That contradiction is not an accident. It's how bubbles survive longer than they should. There's another limit nobody likes talking about: power. AI doesn't run on cloud fairy dust. It runs on electricity. Right now, data centers already consume roughly 1 to 2% of global electricity. If AI demand keeps growing at the current pace, that number could double within a decade. And power grids are old, slow to upgrade, and already overloaded. In some regions, new data centers can't even connect because there's no spare capacity. So yes, your chatbot writing a poem about productivity is competing with hospitals and factories for energy. That's not a future problem. That's happening now. Even companies that don't really need AI feel forced to adopt it, because the moment a competitor announces an AI feature, investors start asking uncomfortable questions. So suddenly, every product has a chatbot. Every app is AI-powered. Every pitch deck uses the same buzzwords. This isn't innovation. It's fear of missing out. During the dot-com bubble, companies added .com to their name and watched their valuation double overnight. Today, they add AI and raise more investor money. Same psychology, new branding. People love comparing this moment to the early internet. And they're not wrong. The internet was real. The dot-com bubble still popped. Most companies vanished. A few survived and built the digital world we use today. That's how bubbles usually end. Not with the technology disappearing, but with expectations collapsing back to earth. AI will likely follow the same path. Most flashy startups will disappear. The survivors will be boring companies building infrastructure, enterprise tools, and specialized systems. The tech won't scream revolution anymore. It'll just quietly work. At right now, AI is genuinely useful today, just not in the way the hype suggests. It works best on simple, clearly defined jobs, summarizing documents, helping with code, translating languages, sorting data, and handling basic customer support. Little risk, clear limits. Where it struggles is long-term planning, deep reasoning, and complex decision-making. So when someone says AI will replace entire departments, what they usually mean is that it'll automate one annoying task, still valuable, just not world-ending. So, is it a bubble or not? The warning signs are all there. Massive upfront spending, weak or unclear revenue models, companies paying each other and calling it growth, demos outperforming reality, decisions driven more by fear than results. That doesn't mean AI is dead. It means expectations are inflated, and inflated expectations always deflate eventually. When the hype cools, funding slows. Weak companies disappear. The tech gets cheaper, more stable, and more useful. That's not a crash. That's a cleanup. AI won't vanish after the bubble. It'll just stop pretending to be magic. And honestly, that's the best possible outcome. Because boring, reliable technology is what actually changes the world. So the next time you hear someone say AI is either about to replace all jobs or completely useless, remember this. It's neither. It's a powerful tool trapped inside a hype machine running way too hot. And what happens next doesn't depend on how impressive the next demo is. It depends on whether the spending ever slows down enough for reality to catch up. And the real test will be what's left once the hype cools.